Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Today we've got another example of German craft beer from a brewery that I've wanted to try for quite a while. Now I picked this up thinking that it was their interpretation of a New England style IPA, but after a little bit of research that's a completely different beer, which is a little bit of a shame, don't get me wrong, but I'm not too upset. I get to try a beer from a brewery that I've wanted to try for quite a while, and you know, I'll be able to pick it up one day. So today we're going over to Buddelship over in Hamburg, and this is the Great Escape India Pale Ale, clocking in at 6.5%, and the hops used are Kalista, Atsaka, Galaxy and Chinook. And batch number is 17, best before date is 30th of the 11th 2017. So first and foremost, really pretty looking artwork. I like that a lot actually. Really nice. Plus they actually tell you what hops are in there. So yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what style of IPA this is, but I'm intrigued nonetheless. Excuse me. But yeah, pretty design, and yeah, hands down one of the coolest bottle caps that I've seen in quite a while. So, can't get enough of IPAs, so I'm not too upset that this isn't a New England one. But we'll see what type of IPA it is when we pour it in the glass. So, not too much in terms of smoke. Had this chilling down for a bit. Let's get the water out the glass. Picked this up from Biervana in Munich. Great little shop. We'll definitely be going there again. Links are down below. So let's pour this beer into the glass on camera. And yeah, look at that. That's really nice and hazy. Nice and hazy indeed. Got a lovely sort of like orangey fruit pastel sort of look to it. Yeah, very cloudy in there. Almost has that sort of like I don't know what I'd call that actually. Bit like a nice pale orangey sort of colour. Has a slight look of a slightly watered down grapefruit juice maybe. But yeah, definitely a vibrant looking beer. And I didn't really pour it with too much of a head. So yeah, it's definitely making me salivate by the look of it. Really nice and vibrant. Chalky, that's the word that I was looking for. Chalky. So let's see what we get on the nose. And you get a lovely subtle medley of hops. Nothing too pungent, nothing too punchy, nothing like jumping out of the glass, slapping you around the face or anything like that, but it does have actually like a lovely breakfast juice sort of aroma to it. It's a very juicy smelling IPA. Yeah, lovely sort of like melon characters in there. A little bit of mango. Definitely get some grapefruit. It's definitely got a really nice tropical edge to it. And you know what? It actually doesn't smell too far from stuff like, and this is, you know, showing you how many times I've tried these styles of beers, but stuff like $10 Shake, the Beavertown one that I really loved, Tropicana. It's got that sort of like fruity aroma to it. And you know what? You could be mistaken for smelling a nice summery fruit juice. Yeah, definitely smells lovely. But then there's like maybe an ever so slight hop, resin, oily sort of character, but very slight. It's really nice and juicy. And a beer that you could just smell all day. Be interested to see if it's unfiltered or anything like that. Can't really tell in this light. I mean, it doesn't seem to be caked at the bottom or anything like that, but we shall see after the initial smell, well, the initial taste. Prost. Ooh. That's like a lovely medley of sort of like fruity sherbets. There's like a slight, it's not a sourness, but there's a very slight tartness there, mixed with that bitterness that you would get with like a fruit juice. Nice and sweet as well, but not like sugary sweet or anything like that. You're getting grapefruit in abundance coming from those hops. Sorry, I'm sweating, it's really damn warm. Beers like this are perfect for this weather that we've been having recently. It starts off fruity, but then it gets like resiny and oily on the back end. Finishes a little bit dry as well. Very thirst quenching. A lovely light body to it as well. But yeah, it's like got this like sherbety lemon thing going on that I'm really, really liking. You know, it's actually a lot juicier than I expected it to be after doing a very brief look into this one, because I think they've been brewing this one since 2014, I believe. You know, back before every IPA had to be hazy, cloudy, fruit juice, fruit smoothie in a glass. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's like completely on the East Coast, but at the same time it's not completely on the West Coast. It's taking characteristics from those two styles, that's what I'm getting anyway, and coming together, and you get this lovely medley of fruits in there as well. A very vibrant bitter beer. Not too sure what the IBUs are on this one. It doesn't say. But yeah, it's a lovely American style IPA. And it does fall in line with more of like the juicier sort of IPAs that are really quite popular now. Of course, it's not up to that level. It's not like a bright yellow smoothie in the glass or anything like that. But you do get that sort of like breakfast juice, like mango, grapefruits, like pink grapefruit as well. It's got that sweetness, a little bit of blood orange in there as well. Lovely citrusy characters. Yeah, that's such a lovely little beer. It really, really is. I love how it's fruity but resiny at the same time. And it starts off as something, and then when you're finished with that sip, it completely changes. It's a lovely, lovely surprise of a beer. So let's see what happens when we swirl the rest of this one up. I'm not too sure if it's going to change too much, but if it does, then I'm going to be a very happy chappy. I'm a very happy chappy as it is right now, because this is a lovely, lovely beer. So, when it's all in the glass, oh yeah, look at that. I'm not sure how well you're going to see that on camera, but there's some lovely little floaties in the glass now, and then you've got a nice like cloud towards this part of the glass of sediment. And now that it's all in, I'm getting that slight savoury, garlicky, oniony sort of edge to it. You know, when it, like a garlic clove is starting to get a little bit juicy, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's amazing how much that's changed on the aroma for me. And look at that head. Oi, oi, oi. This is sort of reminding me of some of those somewhat New England style IPAs. And I'm loving it because I don't get access to these types of beers often. It's a lot of the time it's just like West Coast style IPAs, which I've got no problem with because I love IPAs in general. But all of my UK beer tuber friends are drinking these like just like beer porn beers from Verdant and like the new Beavertown beer that's going around now. The human, it's just, I'm surrounded by amazing beer here in Germany, but every now and then, seeing what's happening in the UK, I do get a little bit jealous. But this sort of comforts me. When you've got that reinforced head mixed with that beer, adds a little bit more body to it, a little bit more creaminess. Not like in terms of like a lactose sort of, but it just adds a bit more girth to it. It's lovely stuff, it really, really is. It's a bit more tangy now as well, a little bit more prickly. And it's got a hint of sourness to it, which I really, really like. And that bitterness is just complementing all of that beer perfectly, especially the back end. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this beer up now because this is damn good. And at 6.8% or 6.5, it's drinking a little bit lower than that. You could get yourself into some serious trouble with a beer like this. And when you're having your breakfast, you can have a glass of this as well. You know, it's just lovely. Oh, it's just amazing when you reinforce that head and take a sip. It's just that bulkiness. It's like, I don't know, it's lovely. Lovely tropical bitter tones. I'm going to cut it short because I could go on for ages about this beer. That was an absolutely lovely beer from Buddelship. A great hop profile. I mean, Callista, I can't think of too many beers I've had with that. Atsaka, I've only had that with the Atsaka Founders IPA, Galaxy and Chinook. Yeah, they've gone full throttle with the hops on this one, ladies and gentlemen, and more power to them because that's a beautiful little beer. So in terms of a rating then on Buddelship Hamburg's Great Escape India Pale Ale, I'm going to give that one a 9 out of 10. That's a very solid introduction to a new brewery for me, and I will be checking out more of their beers in the future because that is damn good and it's nearly finished already. So if you've tried this one, let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you've got any beers that sound like this that I should look out for, especially here in Germany, hit me up with some recommendations. Check out Buddelship down below, check out Biervana. If anyone I know has reviewed this beer, links are down below. Check out my, German craft beer playlist for some more wonderful examples of a burgeoning scene here in Germany at the moment. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Prost!